And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Curtin with Counterpunch Boxing News Round 2. And I have some new news concerning everything under the sun. Just had an awesome, very, very positive interview with a professional boxer, and it went very well. It went very well. It was very much needed because I feel a lot of times people tell stories, and I think people shape and shift stories the way they feel fit to shift these stories. And it was refreshing to know that you had the facts coming from someone on the inside, not the other side. There is no other side, the inside. So it was very, very informative to know. Gun, hey, hello to you. Zaro's two-time counterpunch. Lady Chan, done dim season. Counterpunch to all of you on the chat. Hit the like button when you come in. And it's a lot of things that I want to discuss with you guys live. That it was very refreshing, very informative, very positive, and a lot of things just blew me away from the interview that I had. I'm the one, and I will be the person that will always give credit when credit's due, regardless of what a person looks like, regardless of what side of the street you're on. I don't care what promotional company you work for. I don't care about any of that. It's giving credit when credit's due. Wilder, Deontay Wilder, he never said that his costume was too heavy. He never said that. We were fooled. We were misled. And we pretty much know who that particular person was that spreaded that. Lance Pugmire started those rumors. He started the costume rumor because he was the first one that said it, because obviously, if he can't say where he heard it from, he was the one that did it. Okay, you're not snitching. Okay, you're the culprit. Go ahead. So we had to clear that up, and I'm the one that will tell you, like, hey, if he didn't say that, why would you say he said that? That makes no sense. No sense at all. And on top of that, we have the mental health thing or depressed situation. Well, who said he was ever depressed? I mean, a person that hasn't said anything, just because a person doesn't talk doesn't mean they're depressed. So it's one of those things, man. You just have to look at. Let's see what happened to your main channel. It's under investigation. We'll settle things quickly. We'll try. Zaros, okay. Lady Chan. So why they doing the trilogy if they know the facts he cheated him? Lady Sean, I believe that the element of intriguement is surprise. I think that's what it is. What was revealed to me was something that has to be done first. It's reasons for everything. And it's one of those things. I don't know about other channels. I can't speak for them. I can't speak for other channels. I'm not going to speak for other channels. The only channels I'm going to speak for is Counterpunch Boxing News and Counterpunch Boxing News Round 2. Okay? These are the only channels that I'm going to speak for. But I'll tell you this. What I heard was very, you know what? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that to the intrigue of the future. Okay? So everybody wants to know what was said, what was discussed, what was revealed. I'm not a person going to sit here and tell you, hey, yeah, Tyson Fury cheated, he this and that. No, that's not what this video's for. Okay, that's not what I'm about. What I am about is saving the best for last. See, when you realize what a person's motives are, who am I to tell what a person's motives are or not? I'm not. I'm not a snitch. I'm not telling. I'm not. Why would I reveal that? I mean, that's one of those things I always felt that if you're working on a particular strategy, why would you tell anyone? And if you did, why would that person tell? That person tells you something in confidence, you keep it confidential, if that makes sense, you know. But it's a very, very intriguing and very mind blowing conclusion. And I will say this, I get it. I absolutely get it. 100% positively get it on where that particular side of the street is coming from. Absolutely. Kamal, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Bumper to bumper. Hi, Kurt Love from the UK. Let's see. Trainer JD said it twice, brother. Okay. Where do you stand on the glove gate now? Where do I stand on the glove gate? I stand that the information on the glove gate, it's still a standstill. It's one of those things where I've always said that, hey, if the gloves were authentic from the pictures, okay, that's suspect. I know there's nothing I said different. There's nothing I'm going to say different now. That's not if there's evidence, okay, if there's evidence of anything, any wrongdoing, I got to counterpunch it, right? But see, here's the deal. This channel is not a channel that's going to be, oh, well, hey, this person did this person did that. Okay. Regardless of what is going to happen or what could happen, we have to see how everything plays out because the ball's in the corner, in the court of Wilder. And what was revealed to me, I'm not going to even speak on. You know why I'm not going to speak on it? Because it doesn't warrant speaking on. Look at the interview. The interview is exactly, and I was boiling hot. Okay. A lot of things you don't say because you're not an idiot. If you say certain things and you do certain things without proof of those certain things, you're going to find yourself in trouble legally. So I understand. I understand why certain things wouldn't said in an interview stance. But of course, I heard them. I know what it meant. I know what it meant. And you know what this is? This is one of those situations where you have to see where a fighter plays things out and what a fighter decides to do. Wilder decided to take the rematch clause. We know that. The only thing we heard him say, or heard really not say, we seen him do action. Take the rematch clause, right? No, Zaro's 2-time. It's on round 2. Check it out, brother. Then get back at me. Get right back at me. Because of the silence, he's never been the type of person to say not to say anything, but not saying anything for 6 months. Mental health are reasonable. Look, you can speculate that it's reasonable. You could say that, and then would you be out of line? No, you wouldn't. But see, I think it's less like a person that's standing still and not doing nothing are two different things. He's standing still. I see, once you hear Sorrow's 2-time, Bobby, I know all this. I know, all I know is Team Wilder should have done what it was required to sort out their issues. If they won't fight, would they have the same energy? If they want to fight, would they have the same energy? Now, that's a very good question. That's a very good question, Bobby. I can't answer that because, see, that didn't happen now, did it? So we don't know. I mean, this is realistically, we don't know. However, I'll tell you this, based on here's the problem. I'm gonna tell you the problem with everything. After Wilder lost, Wilder has a lot of haters, right? But Wilder also had a lot of supporters or supposed reporters that swarmed around him, making excuses, reaching for speculated things, trying to find accusations, and a lot of people did that on their own because they did not want to accept a certain reality. However, the reality was that Wilder was defeated by Tyson Fury. He took the loss. He took the loss. Did he say, hey, I lost, I lost, I lost, I lost? No, 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 no. He took the loss. And his silence showed that he took the loss. But he wasn't going to give people the satisfaction of anything else. See, I talked to the inside source, which is Tate Jones, for a long time, and I figured out exactly what was going on. Legend of all sheet. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. You know, Wilder lost. He lost. I don't know why his fans don't want to accept that. Come on. His fans don't accept that. But his fans don't speak for him. I've been saying that shit for the last 6 months. His fans, the channels of the alphabet people, they don't speak for Wilder. Wilder speaks for Wilder. So it's one of those things that was revealed that people thought that Wilder was upset. Maybe he was upset. But whatever he wasn't giving anybody the satisfaction of knowing he was if he was. Okay. But what did he do? He exercised the rematch clause immediately. I've been saying that. And I've been hearing these channels, the alphabet channels, they know who they are, saying, oh, well, this fight isn't going to happen and this ain't going to happen. Stop. Okay? If you believe Deontay Wilder is the king, if you believe Deontay Wilder was wronged, if you believe Deontay Wilder can win, stop making excuses for Deontay Wilder and stop making countless and countless videos that you know damn well don't warrant anything. And it doesn't speak for Wilder. It just puts money in your pockets. That's all it ever does. That's all it will do. It's all what it will ever do. As long as you make excuses for somebody that's not making excuses for themselves. Counterpunch. This is all this is. Jordan Benson. I was actually watching Wilder Fury 1 till the live showed up, but pulling for Wilder in the third fight. I can't wait. It's a lot that's going to happen in the third fight. I want to see it. I want to see it because you have all this buildup, all this controversy. You have so much that's involved in this fight now. Because, see, here's the deal. It's out of the bag. Let's say this. One thing I will tell you. No, the cheating is the belief of cheating is real. Okay? There's people that believe close to Wilder believe he cheated. Okay? So at least we got that. Ben Lively, counterpunch to you. And when you look at different platforms, we all heard a lot of things without hearing anything. Just pictures of gloves and this and that and the other. You guys should really check out the exclusive interview. This is the breakdown, pretty much the aftermath of the interview. But honestly, I feel that Wilder is waiting for a particular reason. And for that reason, I'm no snitch. It's going to happen. It's one of those things where I'm so intrigued to see what a fighter will do based on his game plan. See, a lot of fighters kept quiet, but not this damn quiet. It's almost scary. Like, what the hell? You know? But a lot of people say, well, that's an excuse for Wilder. He's not saying anything. He's mentally ill. He's this, that, and the other. But then also, it gives the same type of energy on his side of the street that, oh, well, Tyson Fury cheated. He ain't saying nothing. He's going to say something real soon. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. So both sides, I'm here to tell you, both sides are absolutely wrong. And the only person, like Mr. Jones told me, that can explain all of this that he knows that I know now is Deontay Wilder. Counterpunch. That's the only person that can tell you if he cares to. But again, the intrigue will boil, it will broil, it will build, it will summer. Okay, that's what's the deal. That's what's happening right now. And know that now that I know it, I can respect it. Because the one thing I answer, like, okay, all these guys and all these other channels are making up all this bullshit and regurgitating and talking and this, that, and the other. Okay. Who ain't talking? The main person that should be talking. See, there's one of those things. There's one of those things that you look at. There's one of those things that you process. And, we have common sense. If a person is not saying something about a particular issue, knowing damn well something or a lot about that issue is being said by so many people, you think that person doesn't know? You think Wilder doesn't know all this shit? And the whole thing is, though, shit, did Tate Jones interview get heated? No, no, no. Maxwell, it did not. But it was an understandable thing. It was an understandable thing where I know what the purpose of that was. I know what it was now. I know what it was. I know what it means. And if you were a person that you've heard 10 different things and damn near all of them are wrong, you're going to sit back and you're going to look like, you know what? These people, you know what? These people don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. I'm not going to knock the hustle. I'm not going to say yay. I'm not going to say nay. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say that. Okay. But, when you get hot, scorching hot, boiling hot, lava hot to what's going on, you will soon be contacted. And that's why I'm glad the interview took place, because the interview had to take place because Mr. Jones reached out to me first. He reached out to me and I looked at, and I feel like an idiot because when he reached out to me, I have a lot of requests in the Instagram, but he reached out a while ago and he wanted to talk to me to explain to me exactly what was going on. And when we started to feel it, we started to plan out what it was, some unfortunate stuff happened, as we both know, but we're here now. So we're starting from the bottom now. We're here. You know what? I'll be right back, folks. We will continue. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back, everyone. Go check the interview out with Kurt and Tay, Jim. Absolutely watch it. Counterpunch to you. Let's see. Did you ask him about the evidence? Because all I see is repetitive bullshit from Team Wilder. Look, yes, I did. Maxwell, I think you should check the video out. I think the interview, you know, the interview was very informative and it let me know on a lot of things that weren't said and weren't talked about that was very, very humiliating. But it shows you something. And I was the one, and I wasn't the only one. I was one of the channels that reported everything based on what you heard. But I'm glad that, hey, I was told different. Otherwise, he didn't talk about the costume. And I thought to myself, because I was once upon a time a tall, lanky, skinny person. And I know what people get, and I know it's a stereotype to think that tall, lanky, skinny people are weak. Okay? We know Wilder has long legs, but they're not the biggest. We know that. They skinny. So the last thing you want to have a rumor out about is your costume was too damn heavy. The shit's hilarious when you hear it, but it's also whoever made it, whoever started that rumor was trying to be funny and malicious, and it worked. You know what I mean? I mean, it's some shit you laugh about. You what the fuck he say? You know, the costume was too heavy, and the rumor first originated from the mouth of Lance Pugmire. Okay, so it's one of those things. If you watch the whole interview, you will see what exactly I'm talking about in that. And also assume Fury side knows too, and is playing along with it. Really finding it out hard to understand what you mean, brother. Haha. Are you saying you know why Wilder was silent, or what was wrong with Wilder, or something else? Zaro's 2-time. That means both. I know what was wrong with Wilder, and I also know why he's being silent. That look, it's one of those things. It sets you intrigued. We got 25 people on the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit the like button. His trainer said it after the fight. Bumper to bumper. It's one of those things, though. JD shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said that shit at all. Because what ended up happening was JD's, people could, just maybe, that's where the rumor originated at. So somebody could have heard that and said, you know what? He said his costume was a little heavy. Wait. Did this motherfuckers blame his weak legs on because it's too heavy? See, people do that. That's what you call reaching. That's no different from a lot of those channels reaching for information or reaching for possible things that ain't real. Okay, that's the same shit. It's in the same ballpark. That's what started all the rumors. See, I'm so grateful for the interview. Okay. And on top of that, the conversations we've previously had, because I was enlightened. I was informed. And I would be a person to tell you 100% dead on, like, hey, a lot of things that I thought I knew, I didn't know shit. There's nothing wrong with that, because all we can go on being reporters of certain channels of boxing is what we heard and what the sources say. So what the sources say, we report on it. Based on what we report, that's what I counterpunch. Okay. Now I'm counterpunching what other sources that came to me in an exclusive interview, if that makes sense. Gaming, are you saying that 100% that Fury cheated? No, Gaming. I'm not saying that at all. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. See, let me give you a little cheat sheet. Okay. You can know a person done something, but proving it is tough. That's what makes it a challenge. Okay. Based on the things that happened, And it was so much, you know, it was so much involved with rumors to the point things were just brought up that wasn't even true. This shit didn't have anything to do with the things that were said that were spreading around. And it was sad because it either made Wilder look bad or made him look incompetent or made him look weak or made, you know what I mean? It was nothing positive. The only thing you seen the man do or heard about what he did was activate the rematch contract. He did that. He did that and he let everything run. Now, personally, would I have done that? Hell to the no. I'd have said something like, hell no, that didn't happen. Something. But it just showed you like, okay, well, I don't really care to discuss this at all. So basically, Wilder believes that Fury cheated. Ben, here's the thing. This is what I've been saying the whole time. Okay? I've been saying this for the longest. No, don't be confused, Lady Sean. It's one of those things where you see something that was suspect. Okay? And you see and acknowledge it was. You get confirmation or evidence that it was. But then yet you decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to sit on it. But the reason that any of this was talked about was because of the final finale. All we need to know as fight fans, as will this fight happen? It's going to happen. It's not going to be anything fought that you can't see. It's going to be everything visible. Mm-hmm. He's talking the rematch, so Wilder doesn't believe it. If he did, there would have been a court case. Shelley used to be a lawyer. No, he didn't let it slide, so we just wait till December 19th. Zaro's 2-time. Absolutely. Hold up, Kurt. What are you saying? I'm saying there's going to be a damn rematch, a rubber match, a trilogy match. Bobby, Wilder better be training. Fury is coming with ammo to finish him off. I believe that 100%. That's what they're supposed to do. That's the mindset they're supposed to have, and that's what it is. You know, but no, nothing really changed. The only thing that changed is the reason. Okay? It's the reason I know. And I'm sitting on it. You know why I'm sitting on it? I'm not going to sit here because it would be different for me. It would be different if I was sitting there like these other channels making countless glove gate. No, it's not even about any of that shit. Okay? The most important thing we need to focus on is because, okay, let me stop right there. Let me explain. I know what is believed by a certain party. I know that. I know that for a fact. I know that because it was told to me. But one thing, based on what I've heard, one thing I will not do because I know a certain thing doesn't mean I'm going to choose, hey, well, this person cheated or not. I know enough about the situation to know that it's up in the air, that it could have went a certain way, but it's not at all. It's not going to go that way. People think it's going to go. It's like the end of a movie with a twist. It's very intriguing. It's a cold talking thing. Suleiman is a liar, which we all know anyway, so he didn't see the hand wraps like he said. How did we think the day that he smartphones and us able to receipt expose that lie? Lady Sean, look, Counterpunch. And that's another thing that we discussed. You guys really need to check out that video that interview because that interview was so informative. Okay. But he wasn't there. Yes, he lied. Now, does that mean Tyson Fury cheated 100%? No. But here's the thing. There's a reason why things are not said. And I see what Wilder did. This is what I'm saying Wilder did. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. He's not saying yay. He's not saying nay. He's not saying yay nor nay. Right? He's not doing that. Lax 74, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Martha Stubbs, thank you very much. Thank you. It was a good interview. And he's not doing that for a reason. I know what that reason is. That's all I'm saying. So it's not for a person to, well, what did he say? Well, what did he say? Well, I know what was said in the interview. Check out the interview. It's a very informative interview. But I know what could be the possible grand finale, you know, and it's one of those things. Yeah, it's promotion, but think about this, Zaros. What the fuck you think? You know what? I was going to say that, but I'm wrong. I was going to say, what the fuck is Glovegate about? What was the intention of Glovegate? You know what the intention of Glovegate was? Fear. It was fear. It was fear. It wasn't. See, it was fear by the supporters of Wilder. Okay? It was fear because certain channels feared a certain outcome because they didn't believe. See, that's the problem. They feared that. That's why they made countless and countless. And you know how many videos was produced from maybe 4 or 5 channels, maybe 200-300 videos. Facts. I mean, you doing shit every day about Glovegate. Are you confident or are you worried? You see what I mean? See, a lot of times people can think, oh, well, hey, we want to say Tyson Fury cheated. 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 You can promote, you can rally, right? You can protest. But then what are you trying to accomplish really when Wilder already said he's going to fight him? What are you really trying to accomplish at that point? Are you trying to get him not to fight him or are you trying to get him to fight him? You trying to build an excuse? Okay, I could get that. But when you keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you keep doing that, at the end of the day, what point are you really trying to hit home with? What are you trying to hit home with? Fear? Because that's what I think it comes down to. Like, do you believe Wilder can win? Or are you just trying to make a big enough noise to get him out of the fight, something he already told you he's going to do? He told everybody. He just didn't tell them. He told everyone that we know. Shelly Fink will confirm. He's taking the rematch. Right? He didn't take long at all, which was great. I'm like, good. The rematch has been exercised, right? So that's what it is. It's because JD's was present when Tyson Fury got his hands wrapped. Ben Lively. Yes, he was. He was present. And you would say, well, hey, did he have room to cheat because JD's were there? Well, the problem we stumbled on, you guys really have to watch the interview, but a lot of factors that wasn't really there because you did have officials. And what I know about what was explained to me, it's like some Murder 600 shit. If you guys seen Murder 600, it's like with Wesley Snipes, I think, I forget her name, Linda Florentino. It was an older movie, you know what I mean? But it was like some espionage shit that It could happen, but then when you hear everything involved and everyone involved, you're like, oh shit. So I think that things will be different in the trilogy fight. Things will be a lot different. I seen Fury eat perfect right hand from Wilder like it was nothing, though. I think that also broke Wilder mentally. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Easy bands. You got to watch the interview because he explained what happened in that situation. Yeah, G1 West is definitely up, brother. It's on this channel. Check it out. Check it out. It's not a hell of a long. It's not 2-3 hours, but it's almost an hour. So, check it out. Tell me what you think. Get back at me. You know what I mean? I personally don't believe Fury cheated. I'm a fan of his. And if he didn't cheat, I see him winning the rematch. His new style is all wrong for Wilder. Gaming, let me say this. I'm not saying that he's cheating. I just heard from a person that believes he did cheat it, that says he knows he cheated. And I can't tell that person a liar based on what I said, but what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to side either way, because to make a distinction about if you think Tyson Fury cheated, if for me to say that, I think Tyson Fury cheated. If I said that, I would be in the wrong, right? All I can tell you is that it's a party that believes that things weren't the way it's supposed to be. Okay. So if a person is not, meaning Team Wilder, if Team Wilder is not taking and putting the energy into, based on what they know, based on what I've heard, if they're not doing that, why should we? If they're not putting energy into suing these guys or going after Team Fury, why should we? And again, it goes back to the people that make countless videos. So you got to ask yourself, okay, you're making another video about Glovegate. Are you really concerned with Glovegate, or are you really concerned with coating your fucking pockets? See, that's the thing. Money changes, right? Or is that what the concern is? Because I think it's a lucrative discussion. Just like last year, we look at last year and we look at Anthony Joshua. That was the thing. We talked about that. We talked about that in the last late live interview. So, it is whatever. C stance. No super chat right now, brother. It's coming soon, though. I will leave a link, though, to my PayPal link below the description box as soon as it loads. Whatever that's worth, right? But not yet. I'm almost back where we need to be. It just took a few days. This channel is growing very well, and I appreciate everybody that came over to this platform, because when you get attacked by people don't like the way what you say, it's a mother sucker, people. It very much is. Did he mention anything about the dent off camera to you? Would love to hear an opinion besides Marcelo's on it. Mark Weintraub. You know what I'm going to do? I want to talk about that, Mike. I'm going to talk about that when time permits. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will talk about that, but as time permits, definitely, we will hear about it all. And I haven't forgotten. No, this is something that it's imperative that, and it's best this way, because when you get in a situation where you got a lot of conspiracy going, let me tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you something that makes sense. I'm going to tell you something that I've always said. I'm going to tell you something that you will once hear again. Deontay Wilder did not, I repeat, did not create Glovegate. Okay? I will tell you that. He did not create the shit. Okay? Fans of his, fanatics of his did. They were in love with his skin color. They were the ones that did it. You know who I'm talking about. They were the ones that created Glovegate. And when it was lucrative, that's a good word. When it made big views, that's when they started. Exactly, Dave. Exactly. That's when they started to produce multiple and multiple videos of fucking Glovegate. That's what happened. That's that in a nutshell. While these guys were sitting up, making up some shit, sparking up some shit, you know, Wilder was chilling. Wilder wasn't worried about any of that. You know, he wasn't. He didn't care about any of that. That's where it started. The uproar started when the loss happened. And I'm telling you, regardless of what happened with Fury and Wilder, right? He has nothing, and I say he, Wilder. Wilder has nothing to do with the rumors that surround Wilder. Okay? That's a fact. You know why it's a fact? Because he's making it a fact, people. It's not about, oh, he said, she said. What he's showing people is he's not a messy ass person. He's not a dumb person either. Watch the interview again. See the interview. It will say so much. You know, it will say a lot. What's up, Kurt? What happened to your main account? Slotello. It's under attack right now due to haters in the boxing community. But we will stand strong and we will fight. G1 West, I'm off to watch the interview. Thanks, Kurt. Appreciate you, G West. See you over there. You'll see me anyway, but it's good to see you or hear from you at least. But yeah, he allowed that to happen. Maybe he was doing somebody a favor. Who knows? But I'll tell you this. He didn't create Glovegate. Glovegate ain't Wilder. Wilder ain't Glovegate. Glovegate is a conspiracy notion due to people that created it. Now, is there some truth to some of it? Maybe. Right? But what fucking difference does that make if the person that could verify it ain't saying shit? Counterpunch. Okay? You let a person do exactly what he's known to do. Draw your own conclusion on that. That's it. First fight, Fury told him, I will beat you because you believe in alter egos. Remember, Wilder was never for real, always a clown. Okay, Chris on this channel. Do you know if Wilder bringing in new trainers, I can't see him winning the trilogy coming off bicep surgery with the same style. You know, Weintraub, you know, shout out to the one of the alphabet channels for making that apparent, but I think Wilder, he needs to be 100%. I think Wilder needs to be 100% in every fight. I think Wilder, by the 40th fucking win of your career, you have no business going into any fight, especially the age you are. Okay? This is 100% facts. It's 100% real. I don't think he warrants himself coming into a fight that he is not 100%. He owes it to himself being what? He'll be 35 next month. You know, like me. You know, my birthday's next month too. Okay. So is Anthony Joshua. A lot of people, Libras, welcome. The point I'm trying to make is he shouldn't be coming into anywhere under 90%, because the older your body is, the more relaxation, the more rest your body needs. It was different when you was 27 or 25 or 23. You're not that no more. The human life ain't that old, especially when you're dealing with physical ability and ableness. My counterpunch to Wilder is, I think Wilder needs to make sure he's 100% physically and mentally. Based on what my interview was today, I say he's in a very good place. I saw where Tate Jones' backdrop was. It was in Miami, a whole old stomping ground of mine. And you're looking at the ocean. Sure, in a pandemic, but you know, you can't stop nature from being the beauty as it is. And the way I heard those guys talk about and react, they're having a good time out there. What I was told, they're having a very good time out there. So he's in a good place mentally. That's what's important. You know why it's important? Because it's easier to train the body than to ease the mind. If you got something on your fucking dome, it doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter what's going on. You don't matter how buff you are, you're not going to be here. So that's important. But then again, you don't want to be walking on no fucking throwing with no bicep shit either. You don't want that. You don't want that at all. You don't want to be injured, and you know what I mean? No, that doesn't warrant it. And there's no, look, it doesn't help the fighter whatsoever. You can be tough all you want. It's not about being tough, it's about being smart. And the older you get, you have to know, hey, I'm not going to do this. You know, this shit ain't going to happen right now. Postpone. Guess what? It's been postponed. It was supposed to happen in July, right? It didn't. Now it's happening in December. So it's been postponed. So we will see exactly what produces between these two guys. Hopefully that 100%. Hopefully, Fury doesn't do anything to hurt himself either. So we can see a fight on what? An even playing field. That's what it's all about. It's not about taking sides. It's not, I'm not trying to tell you not to like Fury. I'm not trying to tell you not to like Wilder. But what I am saying is look at the fight at hand. Then you can draw your own conclusions. I know that's kind of hard for someone, but it is what it is. AJ beats Pulev and Fury. Wilder's only redemption is a fifth round knockout. If he knocks him out early, it was said it was okay. Well, I tell you this. If Wilder knocks him out, he just takes him. That's it. If he hits him, he hits him. Wilder's only redemption. Okay. It'll be a tough fight with Fury. Especially when Fury thinks he's going to go in and do the same shit. The question is, can he do it? Will he do it? I agree, needs to be healthy, but has to also put his ego to the side, in my opinion, and learn. AJ switched up in the Ruiz 360. Fury switched up second fight 360. White is going to come back and make all the adjustments. Well, look, this year has been shitty. But one thing we can say about this year, two top-ranking fighters have been beat. Wilder, White. All right? So a lot of people think boxing not fair, and a lot of times it's not. It's dirty sometimes, but certain things come into place for certain reasons. That's why I like this channel. You are a boxing fan. Absolutely. Brad Fordian, Yito, Kurt, a beating like that, you'll never forget how Wilder is done, in my opinion. I am eagerly to know if you're right or wrong. You know what? Jay didn't mention. Tay didn't mention Jay. He did not. He mentioned him one time in an interview. You have to check it out. You have to check it out. I mean, it's like he did mention JD's for just a spell. So I think it makes it exciting because Fury is now the one who people want to beat. He is the only undefeated guy who is a champion. Hey, gaming, you know what else he is? He's the only undefeated guy who has not defended his title as of yet. I mean, a channel. I don't mean lineal. I'm not talking about that. This guy is yet to defend his title that he got from Wilder. So that's a thing to see. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what his range is. Okay. Wilder will be his first defense. Why he isn't in the undefeated. Oh well. I want to see Fury do what he needs to do to get past this fight, and I want to see how whoever he fights. I definitely want to see that. But back to Wilder. No, it was an awesome interview. You guys tell me what you think. It's over on Community on my old channel, and it's also posted on this channel, so you can click right to it and check it out. It's very informative. It's very intriguing. I was able to do some counterpunching, and I got counterpunch back. That's what it's for. We did a lot of back and forth sometimes, but it wasn't anything that you think. Okay, so it was a pretty positive interview based on who we were as two individuals. Okay, I respect him for coming to me, and that shows a real man. That shows you have some cojones, and then that's why we had this interview. Okay, so everybody that logged in, I appreciate this. But as far as the Wilder Fury or the Fury Wilder 3 fight, expect a big change. That's all I'm telling you guys. You guys tell me what you think about Tay D's Fury Wilder 3 and a partridge in a pear tree. But anyway, all you guys on the channel have been counterpunched. You guys have a good night or a good morning to some of you. Everybody subscribe to the new channel, and you all have been counterpunched. Peace.